I'm Ben Hooper, and this is Weekend Odds and Ends, a special Friday edition of the UPI Odd News Minute for May 16th, 2025. Welcome to Weekend Odds and Ends, our weekly roundup of the missed odd-portunities that didn't quite make this week's podcasts. First up, an adventurous cat escaped from a veterinary clinic in Florida and made the nearly 3-mile trek home to his favorite chair. Bob Besock's cat, George, was at SPCA Florida in Lakeland to get neutered, and right after the surgery, the feline managed to break out of a cage, climb a fence, and flee into the wilderness, all while still feeling the effects of the anesthesia. Or, as the SPCA put it, he still had silly drugs in his system. Besock and shelter staff searched nearly a week for George, but it turned out the cat had made his own way home to Loma Verde, where Besock found the feline curled up in his favorite chair in the carport. Besock said, "There was George, stretched out in his chair in our carport, looking like he had just returned from a grand adventure. He was a bit thinner, clearly hungry, but otherwise no worse for the wear." He said George had to take a 2.7-mile journey home, explaining, "He had to go through 2 or 3 subdivisions, around a couple of lakes, and cross 5 or 6 roads. If I had been stuck there, I would have called an Uber. But George didn't have that option." Moving on from a cat's crosstown cruise to Mama Moose maternity news, a moose wandered up to the grass outside a hospital in Anchorage, Alaska, and gave birth to a healthy calf. Witnesses captured photos and videos on Thursday when the mother moose gave birth on the grass right outside the city's Providence Hospital. A witness identified as Louise C. said she was on her way to the hospital's cafe when she saw a crowd had gathered. She told KTUU-TV, "I see a ton of people peering over the balcony, and I'm like, what's going on? And so I go over, and there's a moose who just gave birth, and it's so exciting because this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing to witness. It was just the cutest thing ever, and I've never witnessed something like that." Witnesses said the mother moose and calf remained in the area for hours following the birth. Providence Hospital previously had a viral wildlife encounter in 2023 when a young moose wandered into the hospital's lobby to munch on the decorative plants. Meanwhile, in other news involving exposed body parts, a South Carolina resort says it already has a record 161 people signed up to run an annual 5K race with an unusual twist. It's clothing optional. The Carolina Foothills Resort, a nudist resort in Spartanburg County, said this year's Buck Creek Streak 5K already has a record high number of people registered to trade their tracksuits for their birthday suits in the June 14th race. Tom Crowder, who sits on the resort's board of directors, told the Post and Courier newspaper, "You can go anywhere and do a 5K, but you can't go anywhere and run a 5K naked. If you go to the turkey trot and drop your drawers, you're probably gonna be arrested." This year's race offers an option to go the extra mile and run 7.3K in honor of race founder Mike Ward, who died at the age of 73 in 2017. People who register for the 7.3K will also be eligible to win the 5K. Crowder said, "A lot of people will come here for the first time during the 5K, which to me is pretty bold to come here for the first time and have that many people around. But a lot of people will come back after the first visit because they'll have such a great time." Organizers said first-time visitors to the resort must pass a background check before being allowed onto resort grounds. Registration for newcomers is open until June 13th, while returning visitors to the resort can register on the day of the 5K. Registration includes a free lunch and a day pass to explore the clothing-optional resort. Crowder said, "It's a great time. If it wasn't fun, we wouldn't have a record number of people signed up. It's an all-day event. It's just a good time." And finally, municipal employees doing a routine inspection of a pipe underneath a Florida road ended up capturing photos and video of a small alligator just just chillin' in the underground pipe. The city of Oviedo posted a photo to Facebook showing an image of the gator captured by workers using a remote-controlled camera to check the pipe under Lockwood Boulevard for cracks and leaks. A follow-up post included a video of the alligator strolling through the pipe. Officials wrote, "You loved him the first time around, and now he's back. We did a routine check of the pipe under Lockwood Boulevard and discovered our friend was back, just chillin'. Also, the pipes are good. No leaks." The city previously shared video of an alligator in the same pipe in 2023. The post said officials aren't sure if this is the same alligator from a few years ago, but it's just as fun to watch. For these stories and more national, international, sports, entertainment, science, and odd news from United Press International, visit UPI.com. Follow the UPI Odd News Minute on YouTube and TikTok. What hazards do you think nude runners should watch out for during the 5K? Give them your advice in the comments.